Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn the problems of prism and cylinder. So starting with the prism, and here is the statement of the problem. A pentagonal prism is resting on one of the corner of the base on HP. The longer edge containing that corner is inclined at 45 degree to HP. The axis of the prism makes an angle of 30 degree with VP. Draw the projection of the solid considering the base edge equals to 40 mm, axis height 70 mm. So now we have to draw the plan and elevation in the first stage, and here the data is given. The pentagonal prism base is length 40 mm, axis height 70 mm, is resting on its base corner on HP. So this pentagonal prism is resting on its base corner on HP. Let us say that this is the top face and this is the base of the prism. So it is resting on its base edge on HP. Sorry, not base edge, it is resting on its base corner on HP. So it is resting on base corner of the HP. So it is resting on corner on HP. So in the first stage in the plan we have to draw the top view of the prism, and it is a pentagon. So draw the pentagon by taking the corner on the right hand side. So we have to take the corner on the right hand side because it is resting on the corner, that is the base corner on horizontal plane. So draw the first stage, and if this will be the plan of the prism, then this will be the elevation of the prism. So first of all, draw the pentagon in the first stage by taking corner on the right hand side, by taking edge on the left hand side. So draw the pentagon. First of all, draw the edge, thereafter draw these two lines, incline at an angle of 72 degree. After drawing these lines, complete the pentagon. I am measuring this side, give an arc over here, 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Find the center of the prism to project the axis only. Now here you can see that we doesn't have any slant edge in the prism. In pyramid we have the slant edge, that's why we have to connect the center to each corner, but in prism we doesn't need to join the corner to, join the apex point or plan of the apex point to the corner to show the slant edge, because prism doesn't have any slant edge. So after drawing the plan, let us give the name. Now if you see that in the top view of the prism we have the top view of the top face and base also. So here we have given two names at each corner. So A, B, C, D, E and P, Q, R, S, T. Now so one for the top face and one for the base. Project A, B, C, D. Let us say that ABCD is the base, so this will be the elevation of the base. Now you can measure the axis height over here also, over here also, over here also, over here also, because axes are parallel to each side edge of the prism. Axes are parallel to each side edge of the prism and each rectangular face of the prism. So you can measure the axis height over here, and it is 70 mm. So measure 70 mm and draw the elevation of the prism. This will be the top face of the prism. It is P dash, Q dash, R dash, S dash, T dash. These are the side edge, A dash, P dash, B dash, Q dash, E dash, T dash, C dash, R dash and D dash, S dash are the side edge. And project the line of the axis and draw the axis over here. 1 dash, 2 dash is the axis. So this is the first stage of the pyramid. Prism. First stage of the prism. Now the prism is resting on HP. So in the second stage we have to derive the condition with the horizontal plane. So here the given condition is the longer edge containing that corner. That corner means the corner which is on HP, and we can say that now the corner A will remains on HP. So the longer edge containing that corner will be AP, that is A dash P dash. It is the elevation of the longer edge. This is the plan of the longer edge AP. So the longer edge containing that corner is inclined at an angle of 45 degree to HP. So we have to incline this longer edge. So now we have to incline the longer edge. Which longer edge? The longer edge containing the corner. Which corner? The corner which is on HP. So we have taken corner A on HP, and we will take corner A on HP. So the longer edge containing that corner is A dash P dash, and we have to incline this A dash P dash longer edge, that is our side edge of the pyramid, at an angle of 45 degree. So now we have to incline this edge at an angle of 45 degree, and then after inclining this at an angle of 45 degree, we have to redraw this figure over here. So first of all, draw 45 degree angle, then after copy this figure over here. So first of all, A dash P dash, because we have to take it, or we have to incline A dash P dash at an angle of 45 degree. So mark A dash P dash, then after A dash to C dash, one arc, P dash to C dash to mark C dash. So P dash to C dash, then after C dash to R dash S dash, that is C dash D dash to R dash S dash, and P dash to R dash S dash. Okay, so now copy this figure, mark the point of the base and top face, that is B dash E dash, and T dash Q dash. Mark the points of the axis also, 2 and 1. Copy this figure over here. Now take the projection of the top face and base vertically downwards, and make sure that the projection should be perpendicular to the XY line. So P, QT, RS, A, PE, CD. From here E and T, so here will be E and T. Then after DS, so D and S, A and P and axis also, so P and A and axis, BQ, B, Q and C, R. Mark the points. Now how can we draw the plan? As we all know that some part of the plan is going to be visible and some part of the plan is going to be hidden. That means some of the edge of the solid is going to be visible and some of the edge of the solid is going to be hidden. Now here there isn't any need to define three distinct cases as we have defined the pyramids, because you can see that observing from the top, we can see that the top face is nearer to the observer. So this is the top face, PQRST is the top face, and top face is nearer to the observer. So first of all, draw the top face and it should be visible. Now you have to follow one sequence. So here we have taken that, or we have derived that top face is going to be visible because top face is nearer to the observer. So first of all, draw the top face and you have to follow this particular sequence. The part which is nearer to the observer, first of all draw that part, then after draw the side edge. Now you can see that the side edge are AP, PQ, CR, DS and ET. So draw AP, BQ, CR, DS by using the rule of intersection of the visible outlines and hidden outlines that we have discussed a lot of times. So BQ is going to be visible CR is going to be visible, no intersection in between BQ and CR. SD is going to be visible, no intersection. ET is going to be visible, no intersection. And AP is going to be hidden because of intersection of the edge of the top face, SR. So AP is going to be hidden. So these are the side edge. Now draw the base edge. CD visible, CB visible, AB is going to be hidden. We have an intersection over here. AE is going to be hidden, intersection. And DE base edge is going to be visible. And project the axis and mark the axis also, 1 and 2. So this is how we can draw the plan. Top face is nearer to the observer, so first of all draw top face, then side edge, then after base. So you have to follow the sequence whenever we are going to draw the plan in the second stage. Now comes on the third stage, and we all know that in the third stage we have to derive the angle with the vertical plane, and here it is given that the axis of the prism makes an angle of 30 degree with VP. Draw the projection of the solid considering the base is equal to 40 mm and height is 70 mm that we have taken already. So now we have to apply this condition. Axis of the prism makes an angle of 30 degree with VP. Now here it is given that axis of the prism, not the plan of the axis. Make sure that here it is given that axis of the prism makes an angle of, not the plan of the axis. So 1, 2 is the plan of the axis, and 1 dash 2 dash are the axis. So 1 dash 2 dash are the true length of the axis. So first of all, at the angle of 30 degree, as you all know that at the angle of 30 degree we have to mark the axis, not plan of the axis. So mark 1 dash 2 dash at the angle of 30 degree. You can see that we have marked 1 dash 2 dash, which are the two length of the axis at the angle of 30 degree. Now draw the locus from 1 dash, measure plan of the axis, and keep an arc from 2 dash. It will give us the plan of the axis and the angle of the plan of the axis, which is beta. It is necessary to find out the angle beta because we have to redraw this figure over here, and if we are redrawing or we will copy this figure over here, then this is the plan of the figure, and to draw the plan it is required to find out the beta because the beta is the angle of the plan. So now we have to copy this figure over here. So first of all, copy the top face. So here we have 1 and 2 only. So on the line of 1 we can mark P1. So measure 1 to P1. I mark P1 over here, P1. Then after 1 to S, or you can also mark this length, draw a line perpendicular to this line. After drawing the line perpendicular, measure this distance, mark this length as R. After marking SR, let us mark T and Q. So give an arc from S, R. Then after measure T and Q from P and give an arc. So draw the top face. After drawing the top face, we have to copy this figure, and if you want to copy this figure over here little bit faster, then now draw lines parallel to the axis from each of the top corner, that is P, Q, R, S, T. After drawing these lines, measure this distance E to T, give an arc 1, 2, 3, C, P and A. and copy this figure. Visible will remains visible, hidden will remains hidden. So draw the side edge and draw the base edge, visible and hidden. So after copying this figure over here, let us project the points upwards. Now first of all, as we all know that if we are observing the elevation, we can see that now base is nearer to the observer. So ABCD is the base is nearer to the observer. So in the elevation, base is going to be visible. So first of all, draw the base. So plot the points of the base, that is A, B, C, D, E, and draw the base, because base is going to be visible. Thereafter plot the points of the top face, that is P, Q, R, S, T. Now here again we have to follow the same process that we have followed over here. Here the top face is nearer to the observer, so first of all we have drawn the top face, then after side edge, then after base. Now here to draw the elevation, base is nearer to the observer, so we will follow this sequence like this. Draw the base, then after side edge, then after top face, and you have to apply the rule of intersection of the visible outlines and hidden outlines. So this edge is going to be visible due to no intersection in between T1 S1, no intersection between C1 R1, no intersection between B1 Q1. But now A1 P1 is going to be hidden because of intersection, because A1 P1 side edges intersect at C1 B1, so it is going to be hidden, and E1 T1 is also going to be hidden. Now top face edge visible, no intersection. Now see, we have the region over here, or closed region over here. Now S1 T1 is going to be hidden because it is inside of the closed region. P T is going to be hidden as we have intersection over here, and it is inside the closed region, and this is also going to be hidden. So this is the elevation of the prism. Here we have followed top face, side edge, base, and here base is nearer to the observer, so base is visible. Then after draw the side edge by applying the rule of intersection of the visible and hidden outlines, then after the top face. Now let us do one another problem of the cylinder. A cylinder of the base diameter 50 mm and axis 70 mm is resting in VP. It is resting in VP. Now it is resting in VP, so we have to draw the base or top face in the elevation. So has its inclination to VP at an angle of 30 degree, and the front view of the axis is inclined at an angle of 30 degree to the ground line XY, ground line XY. So now here we have the different example, and first time we have taking the solid resting in VP. So now if it is resting in VP, we have to draw the base and top face in the elevation. So we will get a circle in the elevation of the cylinder. So draw the circle, project the points of the circle. After drawing the circle, divide the circle into 8 equal parts. Then after project the points of the circle vertically downwards. So this is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, will be the base of the cylinder. Measure the axis height of the cylinder, it is 70 mm, and after we have the projection of PQRST also. So at the axis height, draw the top face, which is PQRST. So ABCD is the base and PQRST is the top face. So draw the first stage. It is resting in VP, that means it is resting in VP, that means we have to draw the base and top face in the elevation, and this will be the plan of the cylinder, like this prism. But assume that we have taken the cylinder. Now it is resting in VP, so in the second stage we have to derive the condition with the VP. If the solid is resting in HP, we have derived the condition of the horizontal plane in the second stage. Now the cylinder is resting in VP, so in the second stage we have to derive the condition with the vertical plane, and here it is given that has its inclination to VP at 30 degrees. So the cylinder is inclined at an angle of 30 degree to the VP. So whole cylinder is inclined at an angle of 30 degree to the VP. So incline any of the generator of the cylinder at an angle of 30 degree. Let us take the N generator, incline the AP generator at an angle of 30 degree and copy this figure over here. AP at an angle of 30 degree. Now we have to copy this figure over here. AE, PE, so P to E, mark E point, and after marking E to T, measure E to T, give an arc E to T, and we have P also, so measure P to T, give an arc P to T, measure these points, mark that points at the base, measure these points, mark that points at the top face. Draw the generators of the pyramid, generators of the cylinder and the axis of the cylinder. Now here we can see that if we want to draw the elevation, first of all project these points vertically upwards, these points horizontally right hand side, mark the points P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, mark the points A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Now you can see that PQRS is the top face, ABCD is the base, and top face is nearer to the observer. So in the elevation, top face is going to be visible. So top face is going to be visible, PQRS is the top face. So draw the freehand curve passing through P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W. So this will be the top face and it is going to be visible. Then after draw the AND generators, and here our AND generators are C1 R1 and G1 V1 in this elevation. So in this elevation, C1 R1 and G1 V1 are our AND generators. So then after draw the AND generators, and now we have to draw the base, and the outer part of the base is going to be visible, or outer curvature part of the base is going to be visible, and inner curvature part is going to be hidden. So here the GFEDC part of the base is going to be visible, and the part ABC and AHG is going to be hidden. Mark the axis 1 dash 2 dash projecting from. You can also draw the generators, and we all know that the generators are imaginary line. In the cylinder we doesn't have any edge, we have generators, and generators are imaginary line as the axis. Axes are also imaginary lines, so we can draw the generators or we can show the axis also, but it is not necessary to show the hidden generators over here, as we have done in the con also. We doesn't draw the hidden generators. Now in the last stage we have to derive the condition with the horizontal plane, and here it is given the front view of the axis is inclined at an angle of 30 degree to the XY line. Front view of the axis. This is a plan of the axis and this is the front view of the axis. So front view of the axis 1 dash 2 dash makes an angle of 30 degree with the XY line. So draw a 30 degree angle with the XY line, mark 1 dash 2 dash on that line. After marking 1 dash 2 dash, draw lines perpendicular to this line from 1 and 2, because we have to copy this figure over here. So after marking 1 dash 2 dash, draw lines perpendicular to this line from 1 and 2, that is 1 dash and 2 dash. So draw this line perpendicular to 1 dash 2 dash. After drawing that particular lines, now let us mark these points. So measure 1 T and 1 to P, mark 1 to P and T, same line 2E and 2A. So 2 to E and 2 to A. Then after 1 to V and 1 to R on the line that we have drawn perpendicular to this particular line, 90 degree line that we have drawn. So mark V1 R1 and G1 C1. So G1 C1 and V1 R1, mark that points. After marking V1 R1 T1 P1 A1 E1 G1 C1, we have to mark U W as R, same distance from the center, that is 1 and 2, same distance. So draw a circle from 2, because the points are at the same distance. Draw a circle from 1 and now measure P to W, E to U, and give an arc on this circle. So this is W, Q from T, U and S, same here, A to H, B, E to F and D. Mark that points and copy this figure over here. Now observing from the top, we can see that PQRST, which is our top face. So top face is going to be visible in the elevation. So first of all, project the top face, mark the points PQRST. Top face is going to be visible. Then after, project the points of the base. So points of the base A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Then after, draw the N generators. After drawing the N generators, in the plan, the outer part of the base is going to be visible and the inner part of the base is going to be hidden. Project the axis and mark the axis 1, 2. So this will be the plan of the cylinder. Make sure that always we have to draw the visible part first, then after we have to draw the N generators in cylinder. So here the top face is going to be visible in the plan, so top face, then after N generators, then after outer part of the base is visible, inner part is going to be hidden. So this is it for projection of solid. In the next lecture we will start section of solids. Thank you.